Welcome. Greetings. I'm Dr. Jamel D. Carter, President and CEO of the Kayannus Consulting Group Incorporated, where we are a full-service management and educational consulting practice where we assist organizations like yours align human capital with organizational strategy. We have a variety of services available to you and your team, such as executive coaching, human resources and organizational development consulting, market research, intensive boot camps such as nonprofit formation, business growth, grant writing, fundraising, advancement, and institutional development. In addition, we offer growth circles, which are intimate groups for leaders to come together for professional development, peer encouragement, and up-to-date best practices and research. Join a growth circle today. We have growth circles for CEOs, entrepreneurs, pastors, executive directors, and educational leaders. This is your business alert for Tuesday, November 9th, 2001. This is your source for breaking news, information, trends, and commentary, all designed to help you both thrive in life and career. I invite you to like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Dr. JD Carter. That is DRJDCARTER. So as we said, this is your business alert. So we're going to point out a couple of interesting business stories that we have seen in the media that may be of interest to you and your team, and kind of provide our commentary on the happenings that's going on. Starbucks employees in the New York area on this upcoming Wednesday will be voting on possible unionization. And so what this means is that the National Labor Relations Board will mail ballots to employees at 3 Starbucks Corporation coffee shops in and around the Buffalo, New York area, who will vote over the next 4 weeks on whether to establish the first ever unionized locations among the chain's thousands of corporate-run U.S. stores. We have seen that the course of the pandemic has really been favorable to employees. We have seen wages increase. We have seen wages go up. We have seen what has been labeled the Great Resignation, as many employees have left jobs that they were not content with. They felt that they can do more. And so we really are seeing employees and or labor feeling empowered during this pandemic season. It's going to be interesting to see if this unionized vote does pass for these Starbucks shops in and around New York. As we've seen, there have been calls to try to unionize Amazon employees that have failed in other locations. But one of the things I think we will see, we'll see what the appetite for labor is. I do think there are benefits to the employee to be a part of a union, but also there is baggage when you're a part of a union. So I think for these employees who are going to make this determination in the New York area, they should always go in there to vote in their own best interest as an individual, not as the group. But there is power in unions. And we have seen that kind of with some of the mandates that have went on in the professional ranks. If you have a block of employees that can come together and go to their employer and say, we're not going to stand for such mandates, that is a benefit to employees. We did see also this week that Apple has hired away Christian Moore from Tesla to work on Apple's self-driving vehicle software. The race for the self-driving cars is increasing with Tesla, with Apple. Last week, if you listen to the business alert, or maybe it was in the Executive Edge podcast, we commented on Amazon also investing in electric self-driving cars. So there is a lot of interest in this new frontier of vehicles that are able to drive themselves. And we see here Apple is getting into the fray, hiring one of the key executives that was at Tesla. A life science fund managed by Blackstone uh, will be backing Autolux Therapeutics with up to $250 million for development of a cell-based cancer treatment, the latest in a string of biotech-focused deals by the investment giant. Per the deal, Blackstone Life Science will make $100 million equity investment in Autolux and commit $50 million to finance work on an experimental leukemia therapy known as obe-cel. And should the biotech hit certain development and regulatory milestones, Blackstone could fund up to $100 million more. And if obe-cel is approved, Blackstone will also receive royalties on the sale. So what we see here is investments. Research and development is going to be big. If you are an investor in the biotech space, wealth is created with taking the risk, investing in a possible product that can be a blockbuster health therapeutic or treatment. And Blackstone is really thinking that the cell-based cancer treatment offered by Autolux is the way to go in the future. So we'll continue to watch this and monitor this. But I do think if we have seen anything per this pandemic, we have seen that there have been a lot of wealth created through pharmaceutical and biotech companies that had the war chest to invest in research and development, as we saw many biotech and pharmaceutical companies trying to be first to market on a variety of products, be it pills, be it vaccinations. So definitely we're seeing that this race is continuing in other matters, such as cell-based cancer treatment. The McAfee Corp, which I'm possibly you on your cell phone or on your computer probably have their security software, is being taken private by a group of investors in a deal that values the cybersecurity firm at more than $14 billion, including debt, and a consortium of investors, including Advent International Corp and Permira Advisors, will pay $26 per share. That is a 22.6% premium on McAfee's $21.21 closing price on November 4th, the last day of trading prior to the media outlets reporting on the deal. McAfee shares on this year have been up 53%. So those are the business stories that we wanted to highlight in this alert for this week. And also just in terms of encouragement, I do want to remind you, unlike physical wounds, many have emotional bandages covering scars that you cannot see. And so until you walk a day in an individual's shoes, please do not judge them. This is also a reminder that Christ is a healer. He's a deliverer, a protector, a provider. There is nothing too hard for him to do when you're dealing with people who are suffering from emotional scars and or baggage. But I do say that to say that, you know, in this very cruel world, be an anomaly, be kind to those whom you interact with on today. What behaviors have you witnessed in others that have led to him or her sabotaging their own career? This is a question that we shared on social media yesterday, and some of the behaviors that we have seen or recognized in people that have sabotaged their careers include unwillingness to be fluid and flexible in various situations. If you are, I guess you say, if you're locked into a particular belief pattern, a particular way of doing things, that will enable you from being flexible and fluid when things are changing. To be successful in business, you have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to read the landscape and be ahead of the curve before everyone hops on board. Also, in terms of behaviors that I have seen sabotage individual careers, being overly emotional and taking things personal are behaviors and actions that tend to also hinder careers. So learn to not take things overly personal. Do not be emotional. Do not go and quit your job because you had a disagreement with your manager or supervisor. That type of behavior is problematic to your long-term growth and career progression. Unwilling to listen is also another behavior that has led to individuals sabotaging their career. Take in information, and when you take in information, be willing to accept information that may not be favorable to how you're performing. That's the only way you're going to grow and get better. And another one, using work as a dating site. If you're interacting with coworkers because you're trying to date as many coworkers as possible, that is very problematic to your long-term career progression. You go to work, understand your assignment, get it done, and you will grow in whatever industry whatever industry is your choice. I just want to remind you that the Kayannus Consulting Group's team of consultants and coaches are always here to help you and your organization align your human capital with organizational strategy. If there are issues that are currently facing your organization, give us a call for a no-free consultation. You can contact our offices at 1-800-418-5350. Once again, our number, 1-800-418-5350. I hope you have found this alert helpful. I hope you will use some of the information that we discussed to apply it in your own organizations as you continue to look for ways to thrive and survive in the world of business. I pray that God will send clients and customers to your business from the north, the south, and the east and the west, and that he will shine upon you this week and continue to take you and your family from blessings to greater blessings. Be blessed. We'll see you soon. God bless.